So, what have we got here? We've got a Crf300 TPI 21 model, and we've got a brand new Crf300l with 4 kilometers on it. What I plan on doing in this series is seeing what it takes to get this bike as close to this level as possible. What I want to try and achieve is budget suspension. Also the performance, we've got to get the performance up there. It's not pushing enough power. I just did the 4 kilometers, and just in that short period of time, this bike has a lot of shortfalls. Suspension, throttle, all sorts of things. Now in this series, I want to try and address all of these issues and then do some things that no one else has actually done before. And some of these things are going to be sort of out there. Some might work, some might not, but what we're trying to achieve is to get it close to this. At the end of this, when everything's done, we're going to put them head to head. We're going to do time trials, we're going to do hard enduro, we're even going to drag race them. So at the end of the day, for everyone out there that wants to know how one of these that's set up goes against one of these which is also set up, a massive ask for this bike, really, if you think about it. No one else is doing this at the moment, and I'm keen to find out what this bike can actually do with a heap of cheap mods thrown at it, and to see if it's a worthy bike that everyone talks about. In truth, if this is a piece of junk, I'll be the first person to tell you it's a piece of junk. At this stage, riding it for the short period of time that I did, it needs a lot of work. It's heavy, unresponsive, the brakes are woeful. So first part of this build is going to address suspension, and there's a little something in here that no one's done before, so stay tuned, you might actually like it. I disagree with everyone who's throwing thousands of dollars at the suspension for an $8,000 bike. It is ridiculous. So my take on it is to get it as good as possible, spending as little as possible, and to keep it in the same mantra as a cheap dual sport. If you want to throw big money around, go buy one of them, but then you don't get reliability. KTM. So stick with us. If you're interested in following the series, click subscribe, and we'll see where it goes. We're going to address the performance side of the engine. A lot of people have done this already. They haven't addressed some of the issues associated with the way this thing breathes. So we'll address this, and also we're going to address simple things like the slipper clutch. No one has actually started looking at the slipper clutch. That's one of the first things that I felt was a bit of a letdown for this bike when I rode it. It hasn't got the snap that you need for enduro. So we're going to address that and maybe do a few cosmetic things, make it look a bit better. I'm just going to skip through all the boring stuff that everyone is doing, like bars and all the little rack stuff. It's going to go on there. There'll just be really quick little clips involved with that. And if anyone wants any more details, just let me know and I can do a more detailed video about that. But at this stage, it's going to be a fun, fast, see what we can do with this bike. It's gonna be one of a kind, trust me. If you stick with the series, it is gonna blow some people away. So stick with it, click subscribe. I'm Aaron G, and this is Muppet Style. Thank you.